At 125 tonight for the Missouri Tigers, Barlow McGhee is going to be wrestling Dylan Peters. Peters, I've watched this kid wrestle so many times. I just love his style.
Yeah, Dylan's he's methodical, but then he's also can explode in a minute and whip you your back. And Barlow McGhee, same thing.
Yeah, there's going to be some points in this matchup. Now, these wrestlers have gone a couple times before, right, Jeff?
They have. I think Dylan took him out twice last year, but they were both 2-0 scores. So that you scored on one maneuver, and then won the match. So, but like we said, Barlow McGhee probably cannot be any more confident after beating Zeke Mosey up last week.
Referee's going to bring him back to the middle. Get going again. Looking for a little more action there. What do you think of the new rules this year, Jeff?
Well, I was actually talking to both the officials beforehand, Kurt Frost and Rick Stahl, and I was like, dude, the inner clasping fingers. I go, I didn't even know that was a problem. And he said, well, ref one dual meet it was. And the edge of the mat, I understand where they're going with it, but they always try to say that, we're trying to take more judgment away from the officials, make it more black and white. But I think that gives them more judgment.
Totally, yeah. When really we're looking for the consistency anyways.
I mean, they've got a tough job, and let's actually, if we're going to do something, let's make it easier for them than tougher. So I respect those guys. I'll tell you what, it's two good officials tonight. Kurt Frost, a real good official, has done national tournaments, has done state tournaments.
Yep.
He's been in the limelight.
Both wrestlers looking for their own tie. It looks like McGee's really wanting that left underhook there. Peter's doing a good job of blocking off inside.
Not sure if Dylan's going to drop to a knee and try to pull him back down under, but we're just not going anywhere. They both kind of have an underhook there, and we're just not going anywhere. We need to create some action. And when I say we, I mean obviously University of Northern Iowa, but I'm sure Brian Smith's thinking the same thing about his competitor.
Yeah, I think it's both coaches are thinking a lot of points here.
For sure. I mean, we train our guys, and I know he does. That's what people want to see anyway. They want to see points scored and action. So McGhee hits that knee block there from that underhook and just kind of runs Dylan over it, and Dylan gets away just in a couple seconds. But Dylan's going to have to pick up the pace here.
I think one of the most intriguing things about Dylan Peters is just his emotional state of being able to stay calm all throughout his matches is a benefit to him.
And that's pretty much as long as I've known him. And I actually knew him when he was wrestling with Denver Chipola and was winning state titles. I mean, he's always been pretty calm. And there you see that explosiveness from Barlow McGhee there. Runs him over to double. And it's real important that we get an escape here with about 15 seconds left in the first period.
So, right there, we're coming into that judgment call. Peters on the edge of the mat, going to pick up one. Boy, points in short time are so critical.
I mean, that's the difference of 4-1 or 4-2, and then depending on if McGhee goes down, you see how it could go 5-1 all of a sudden, and the match starts getting a little out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
But it's 4-2. Barlow McGhee is going down. Dylan's going to be on top. McGhee's got 21 seconds of riding time.
McGhee coming up to his feet, pretty easy now. Peters looking for that side crouch lift, doesn't get it.
I was talking to Dylan. Dylan does need to pick the pace up, but he can't be reckless here. Still needs to hit solid setups.
Well, you're right, though. McGhee is looking confident out there on his feet right now.
Dylan's trying to dig in another underhook, trying to get two unders. Can't quite get it. McGhee fights back to that pummel position. He's trying to jack him up. He's backing out. I don't know if we're going to get a call here. The UNI coaches are thinking he's stalling. He did. He did. Kurt Frost called it for his backing out, not trying to circle back in.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about. I mean, if he's just circles, he's good. Missouri coaches aren't very happy about that call.
That looked like, to me, that's the way that should have been called right there.
Okay, so there you had your hands.
Yes. So I think you get a stalemate the first time. If he tries to go to it again, now that's a stall warning. So then that'd be a point for Dylan. Oh, it looked like Dylan might have whipped that open fingers there, but and some of that's just going to happen in wrestling.
Yeah.
Dylan low-level attack and then comes back up high, doesn't get anything, gets the crowds excited, but doesn't get any points out of it. Oh, he's got a little bit of an inside trip and maybe a little hip toss, but doesn't get anything out of that either. He's got 2 underhooks, and he's pushing him out.
He's not circling right here.
Now he's defend. He's going to probably get it. Oh, he circled back in. I think Dylan's pace needs to be a little quicker.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to pick up a takedown here with 10 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, I think Barlow's getting real close to getting another warning on him. He's playing that edge real hard.
Okay, we got 7 seconds left here in the second period. We got a score of 5-2 in favor of McGhee from Missouri. So, Peters is going to take the down position for the third period.
I think it's critical he gets to his feet as quick as he can and gets away and puts the heat back on Barlow McGhee. Barlow's not trying to put him back down. I think Coach Schwab's yelling at Kurt Frost going, don't coach the guy to let him go or put him back down. He's got to wrestle. Dylan's pace has picked up now.
There's his second warning. That's going to give Dylan Peters another point. So now it's 5-4 in favor of McGhee.
Look over, Coach Smith is telling his young athlete to wrestle, so obviously he knows he's got to present himself on the edge there. You just can't back out this year.
Got 1:20 left in the third period.
But as I say that, he's playing the edge again. He's just about backing out again.
You know what? Peters is wrestling a smart match on the edge of the mat.
I think he's got a little foot sweep there. Oh, get it. Then he went to an inside trip, didn't get that, but he's had 3 attempts. He's going to get him again to a stall. That's going to tie the match at 5-5.
That's going to tie the score.
I get another one if he backs out here.
5-5. We got 55 seconds left. This crowd's just going crazy. This is awesome.
We still have 55 seconds left in the first period, or the third period, excuse me. It's 5-5. Dylan needs to stay down that stance and stalk him.
Just keep doing what you've been doing. I mean, you won't.
That's going to keep the heat off Barlow for a little bit by that shooting that. And he had another. Oh, there's a body lock. Dylan's got a body lock on him, and he's going to crunch him to his back. No. Barlow's got right there. There's 2.
Back points.
7-5. Now he's getting there, Paul. 15 seconds left in the match.
Unbelievable. The crowd match. 10 seconds left. Under 10 seconds. Dylan Peters is going to get the win. He's going to get some back points. No back points. I thought for sure he didn't have back points there.
He got back points there.
Oh, he did? I don't think he did.
I thought he counted. They didn't get to a 2 count, but he